Hi everybody, it's Az here from Heel vs Babyface. Now today's video is a sponsored video. That means I've been paid by a company to discuss a game of theirs. But I just want to let you know that I've done nearly 1,300 videos on my channel, and this is only the second sponsored video that I've taken on, because I don't take on these projects unless I genuinely like the game that's been put in front of me. So yes, the mood and the feeling of the video is going to be very positive indeed, but I want to let you know that the words used are mine and mine alone. I'm not being forced to say anything, nor would I take on a project where they ask me to. So with that said, let's discuss FAERIA. Now, FAERIA is an online card game which is currently in development, and when I mention online card game, I imagine that thoughts would immediately go to places like, oh, it's going to be a Hearthstone clone. And then, of course, we have The Witcher bringing Gwent as an online card game later this year, and also the Elder Scrolls as well are deciding to dip their foot into these waters and creating their own. This is going to be a very saturated marketplace very quickly indeed. So how does FAERIA differentiate itself from the competition? How does it make itself different? So if I was to describe FAERIA to you, I would liken it more to Magic the Gathering meets Blockbusters, the TV show. And that's a good thing. You see, it's automatically set its stall out as something completely different. It's not just a matter of using the cards at your disposal to outthink your opponent, you also have to utilise the board in front of you to out-tactically think them as well. So it's a combination of two things. The game's revenue model operates on both a purchase and microtransaction system. This I would normally not be too keen on, but the company that has created FAERIA is a small company based in Belgium called Abracum Entertainment, and they've only been going for approximately 3 years, and at full price, FAERIA costs £6. And it's even currently on sale at Steam with 30% off, taking that to around about £4.20. So it looks like they're just trying to recoup a small amount of their cost investment in the game back from it. So it's not too bad. And also, what I was quite happy with the microtransaction system was I never felt at any time I was forced to dip into my wallet to purchase new cards or new packs or new this or new that. The game seemed to give you these at relatively simple intervals, so you always had stuff to pick upon. You always got rewards through in-game currency, through questing and such, and those can be used to make the purchases as well. So unless you want to get really ahead of the curve, this is not something which is going to tax your wallet or purse in any stretch whatsoever. So let's get on to the good side of it, shall we? The actual playing of the game itself. Well, over here on the left-hand side, you see a sphere with a number in it. This is your FAERIA. This is your in-game resource, which will dictate which cards you can play, as they have a FAERIA cost. At the start of each turn, you'll gain +3 FAERIA, and any resources that you don't use throughout the course of your turn, you will not lose, you will actually keep hold of, and it will be added to the +3 FAERIA from your next turn. But be wary, the more you hold on to it and don't play stuff, the more chance you are giving your opponent to actually swarm all over you. There's also some additional help to add to your resource on the board. You notice these 4 fonts. If you have a character by one of these fonts, either at the start of your turn or during your turn by moving it to 1, then you will actually gain 1 additional FAERIA per font. So in actuality, you could hold an additional 4 FAERIA per turn if you were to have a character by each of these areas. Over on the right hand side is your board resource area, and you can utilise this once per turn. It will allow you to play various land masses and also give you a couple of additional pieces of utility as well. If you are card starved, you can grab yourself an additional card. If you are FAERIA starved, you can grab yourself an additional piece of FAERIA. Other than that, you can play either 2 neutral landmasses per turn or 1 special landmass per turn, which come in the form of lakes, forests, mountains, or deserts. You'll notice that various cards as well require you to have these special landmasses to actually join the battlefield. This bloom sprite, for instance, requires 2 FAERIA, but also 2 forests to be able to join the fight. The placement of the landmasses, though, is also a very strategic element to the game. Plonk them willy-nilly, and the likelihood is your opponent will gain great board control, and before you know it, you'll be overrun. But in this instance, what I've done is I've created a game where the computer AI has a rush deck of neutral-only cards, whereas my pack involves a lot of forestation. So in other words, my opponent can create 2 landmasses to my 1 every single turn. So it is going to get a lot more board control than I. So what I have to do is I have to marshal my forces carefully, make sure that I can build up my forest army, stave off its onslaught, and fingers crossed, be able to launch a counterattack of my own. Character placement is also very important indeed. Neutral cards, they can be placed anywhere that you have placed a neutral or any landmass, whereas forest cards or desert or mountain or lake cards, they can only be placed on those respective landmasses and can't be placed on neutral ones. So it's very important indeed where you have your neutral landmasses and where you also have your special landmasses. Then of course there is the ultimate goal of the game, to defeat your opponent, and you do that by moving your characters and hitting the opposing enemy's god. And you can do this, of course, with your creature cards, then you have your boost cards, you have your strategic placements of your land masses, when to draw an extra card if you're feeling a little bit light in hand, when to draw extra FAERIA to maybe get that powerful creature out and sacrifice some land masses for that turn. It is a very strategic game and it is really good fun indeed. And with other elements being open, questing, PvP, I highly recommend it's something you absolutely check out. So if you enjoyed what you've seen, in the description down below there's a link that will take you to the game itself. Why not give it a crack? And I really hope that you've enjoyed the vid. If you have, please do give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel. Follow me on social media and Twitch for live streaming. Links, they're in the description down below. And I'll be back with some more stuff very soon. You take care, everybody. Bye-bye.